us, would talk to him about what he wants to do when he grows up, and he said, I want to be a sign spinner. I think that would be a cool job.
Yeah.
And I thought, you just don't realize those guys are out there in the snow. They're standing for hours and hours, 8 hours a day spinning a sign. So I thought maybe I would give him that experience this summer and just see, let him sit out somewhere.
How long would it last, you think?
Probably maybe 30 minutes.
Yes,
maybe. If that. I don't know. An hour would be pushing it, I think. Jasmine, your experience today, how has it changed you, do you think?
It changed me in a lot of ways because at first I really wanted to get like a fast food job as my first job, and I really wanted to work like right now, like today, just to get a lot of money and go shopping and stuff. But now I really don't even want to work just a little bit because I don't want to stand up for like all day and just stand in one spot and do the same stuff, because I feel like I was missing out on a lot today.
Yeah. Well, that's what goes back to what Jenny Williams was sharing earlier. You find something that you really love to do. Maybe that is not your love. Maybe that is not. Maybe that's not your niche. But one thing I think what Lori was saying a minute ago, you've got to find ways to save and find just money to go out and spend is I think the mentality of a lot of young people, Mike.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It
gets back to hard work and ethics and showing up on time and doing what you say you're going to do.
At what age did things change for you? And any one of you can answer this and think about it for a second. But at what age did you suddenly realize, I'm going to have to do this I'm going to have to stay in school to get a job and I'm growing up. When does that hit you? When is it 14? Is it 16? I don't even know what your ages are. You all may not even be that old. But when does it hit you that things have changed?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about this all my life pretty much, but I really just started thinking about what I really wanted to do in the past year, and I realized math isn't my thing, so I didn't really want to get into a job with all that math. And I also want something that's more of a salary-based job and not where it pays by what you do, I guess. So.
Well, my son's 10 and he doesn't have to work, but many of you, you're looking at jobs to put gas in the car and things like that. So when does it hit you? Yeah, I'm going to have to get a job. And you said you've been looking at that all your life, but I bet that there was at some point a change when you thought, hey, I've got to really work for this.
Yeah. Well, when I get a car, that's basically when you need to get gas and stuff. So.
Now, how old are you?
17. But I haven't got my car yet, which sucks.
Well, that'll happen. And Mike maybe has a car for you somewhere, so get him with him. Let's take a break here, and we're going to come back and have more conversation for you. We're at the North Rutherford YMCA, and we will be right back here on Rutherford Issues. On the program, former Mayor Bob Spivey is going to join us, and former Smyrna Mayor Bob Spivey, and Mike Sparks is here along with us as well. And Mayor, the big news about the VA call center I know you wanted to share with us as well. Good afternoon to you. More jobs is important, and this brings how many jobs in here to the Smyrna area? How many jobs is this expected to bring into the Smyrna area, and tell us a little bit about it?
Wow, that's great.
And so these are quality jobs, salaried folks, and the call center will be very big here for this area. I understand something's going to happen the next couple of days with you as well, an honor being bestowed upon you. Well, your story is quite remarkable, and even though you were not serving in the capacity as mayor, you still continue to have your hand upon business here in the Smyrna area, and I've heard now in the Murfreesboro area too. Well, what have you been doing to keep busy here now that you no longer are serving as mayor? It sounds like you're still doing quite a bit here in the community. I want to ask you, and you're very humble, so I can only expect what your answer might be, but what does this honor that you're being given by the chamber mean to you? The great thing about it is you're still continuing to build on that, so you've got a lot of work to do, it sounds like. Well, Mayor, it certainly is good to hear your voice, and thanks for all that you have done. You've been a guest on this show numerous times, and we just wanted to recognize the fact that you are being given a prestigious award this weekend, and also you're still spreading the good news here, bringing more jobs into the Smyrna area. So we thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Well, Mayor, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you sharing some time with us, and we'll catch up with you real soon. All right, thank you very much. All right, that is former Mayor Bob Spivey joining us here, and Mike, that's a great honor for him.
Yeah, it was a good attendance. I think 650 to 700 people will be able to see suites. I think you can still pick up tickets. I think they're $60 at the doors. What Lori's nodding her head, yes. 893-6565 if you want to call for tickets, or just be at Embassy Suites tomorrow night, Friday night, and I'll pick tickets up right there at the doors. What I've been told.
Well, we want to thank all of our guests today: Jenny Williams with Gills Ace Hardware, Gabe Wilburn with U.S. Bank, Lori North with First Bank, and Mike. We've got Katrina and Jasmine and LeGrand who joined us, and Justin by phone. It's been a busy hour.
Very busy. We usually don't have all this much going on. I was telling Lori we had so much going on, but it always works out real well.
It does, and we'll be back here in a couple of weeks.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
All right, Mike. That is County Commissioner Mike Sparks, and that's going to do it for our time here at the North Rutherford YMCA. The news is coming up here at the top of the hour from ABC, and then we've got all sports talk headed your way. Monty Hill Jr. waiting in the wings. We'll get to that conversation after a check of the news.